Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Justin Gottlieb, Director of Sales and Marketing at Yuba Bikes, Y-U-B-A Bikes. Thanks for joining us, Justin.
Glad to be here, Fred.
Yuba Bikes is a really interesting company doing things with bikes that not many others are doing, at least not in this country. Give us a little background about Yuba.
Well, Yuba Bikes was started back in 2007. The owner of the company at that time just saw a need for a new way of transportation, a way to get around and a way to move about in a way that's better for the environment. And so he started on this quest to create some of the industry's leading and the world's leading cargo specific bikes. And the company's been in existence since 2007, and today the company's grown tremendously, and we've got some wonderful new products set to come out this year.
And we're going to talk about those, but the inspiration, I guess, came from visiting other countries where bikes have been used for cargo carrying for, decades.
No, that's absolutely right, and that's where the inspiration came. And the owner of the company, again, has hired a fantastic team of designers who this is all we do. And so, there are lots of companies out there that have their own specific niche and may have a cargo bike or two, but this is all we do. Our designers have a ton of experience in creating the best and the safest cargo bikes that are out there today.
And when we talk about cargo bikes, and we're talking electric and non-electric bikes here, the cargo can be anything from your groceries to your kids, it seems.
Yeah, the groceries to your kids to, in some cases, your pets to even to, anything from luggage to skis to surfboards. And the list goes on and on and on. From a transportation standpoint, I mean, it's very easy. If you replace a car with a cargo bike, I mean, it's in many cases it's just as easy to get around and to complete your regular daily chores with a cargo bike as it is with a car. Whether you're dropping the kids off at the school, going to the gym, picking up some takeout food, groceries, those sorts of things, going to Costco even or BJ's, those types of stores. Cargo bikes have really come a long way, and they can make that transport very easy with a more environmentally friendly way of getting around.
And let's talk first about the e-bikes that you have on the market and what you have out there now, and maybe what's to come. Where does pricing start at Yuba for the e-bikes? And people should keep in mind that these are designed for carrying more than just yourself if you choose. So the pricing might be a little higher because of that.
Well, yeah, I mean the bikes start at about $3,200 for the electric bikes, and we do have some non-electric models that start at just under $1,000. But yes, I mean, typically the price of the bike is just for the bike itself. Each bike, once you've got the bike, you're able to customize the rear portion of the rack. If we have a rear loading bike with regard to whatever you're going to be carrying. So if you're carrying gear, it would be outfitted to carry gear specifically with either bags or certain types of straps, those sorts of things. If you're carrying people, whether it's kids, for example, you might have a child's seat that can fit on the back, or if they're a little older, or if they're adults, because the bikes do carry adults as well. You've got seat pads. You've got places to put your feet, and of course places to put your hands, whether it's a handlebar or we have these rings that you can hold on to as well. So those are the things that you would need in addition to the bike itself.
And I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, but you've got a cool model called the Electric Supermarché. Am I saying that right?
You are, yes.
And that is I guess we could say, a front-carrying bicycle. Tell me about that. I saw your picture on one of
Yeah.
those.
Yes, this is how I get around town here where I live in Southern California, and this is a front. They call it a front loader. It's a Dutch style front loader, and again, it is what it sounds like. It allows for the cargo or whatever you have to carry around to be in front of you rather than behind. So there's a nice call it a bucket area in the front of the bike where you can fit up to two kids, or plenty of groceries, packages. Again, lots of different things. Or in my case, my 9-year-old loves rolling around town with me on it and being the center of attention, because it certainly is such a different looking bike. And with the addition of the Bosch electric motor, getting around town, if you're in a hilly area, for example, it certainly makes moving about town so much easier.
And I guess there's so many variables, and depending on what you're carrying and how much pedaling you're doing. But what would the typical range be like? What should people know when we talk about these e-bikes?
Yeah, it really is a tough one to because the variables that there are so many variables. It's not even just, of course, the load of what you're carrying. It not
The
your
hills.
weight, your passenger's weight. The hills come to play. Also, the electric bikes have different levels of output. So whether if you have it on the fastest mode, turbo mode, that's going to drain the battery quicker. And again, there's just so many variables, but it could be anywhere from 20 to 40 miles or more, depending on, again, if you don't have very much in there. But one of the things that we've incorporated this year, a new product that came out just before the new year, we've got an adapter for our spicy curry model that allows for 2 batteries. So if somebody was going long distance or needed to have that extra power, we now have capability for 2 batteries to be on the bike at one time, and doubling that potential distance.
That's awesome. You got a special going on that spicy curry model too that I can see on your website.
Yes, yeah, that spicy curry has been, one of our most popular bikes that we've had out for several years, and we have some new models due to come in later this spring, and we've got a wonderful special on the spicy curry right now, where the bike, as I mentioned earlier, the bikes typically come what I like to call naked, just with just the bicycle itself, but without all of the add-ons needed to either hold on to the bike or carry a passenger or carry gear. But we've gone ahead and launched a special where that bike is available with what we're calling a kid or person hauling package, to include sideboards, cushions, places to hold your hands, $525 worth of add-ons to have people on the back of the bike at no extra charge. And that's just while supplies last. And this special will most likely just go through the next couple of months.
Terrific. Well, what is new that's coming up? What can you talk about and tell us?
This is going to be a fantastic year for Yuba. We've got an amazing amount of brand of new product, and what I mean by new is we both updates to existing products and brand new, never seen before models that will come to light here later this year. But what can I talk about today? Well, we've got just as I mentioned before, from a changing of some current models perspective, the new or the electric Supermarché just came out in a new color, in a new aqua color. So it's now available in white and aqua. We've got a new model that's getting ready to that will ship in about a month. That called the electric Mundo. The Mundo has been a staple in our line for quite some time. It was one of the original bikes, and this is the first time that it's going to be offered with an integrated motor and battery. The spicy curry is going to be updated, and we'll have a new model of that coming out here soon. But I think what you're referring to specifically is we just launched a new bike and two fantastic add-ons. The new bike is a sub $1,000 non-electric cargo bike called the Combi, and that bike comes in two fantastic colors, a really beautiful matte yellow and blue, and is designed to hold over 400 pounds of total payload capacity, all at, again, just under $1,000. So that's a fantastic brand new product that we haven't had before. Another new product is our Pop Top. This is a rear protection product that is designed to go over and around and kind of surround a child that's on the back of the bike, and it's a weather protector. So whether you're in cold weather or rainy weather, snowy weather, this product is designed to help protect the child from the elements. And then last but not least, we just came out with a game-changing kickstand, and lots of folks think a kickstand. What could be different about a kickstand? Well, from a safety perspective, if you think about it, when you're sitting on a bike and you've got a kickstand down and kids are jumping on the back, loading on to go out for a ride, when you have to roll the bike forward, you get a little bit of a bump when as you're moving forward to allow that kickstand to fall back underneath the bike, and it's just a little bit wobbly, right? Well, we've designed a new kickstand called the Roots, which is a kickstand that is the widest one available, number one, and it's controlled by a hand lever at the front of the bike, so that there's absolutely no bump when you roll the bike forward or back. It's literally designed just to touch the back of the ground by the wheels, and then with the move of the lever, it moves the kickstand up underneath the chainstay. So 3 products that just came out this past month, and we're super excited about them and what's to come in the future.
The new kickstand sounds brilliant. So great job on the design there. So tell us where people can go for more information and to purchase. I mean, you're working with bike dealers around the country. I know that.
Absolutely, we're partnering with many of the fine independent bike shops across the country. Where to find our products? Go to Yuba.com, or sorry, Yubabikes.com, and where you can find a list of dealers all around the country.
People can purchase on the website, get a look, and compare models, et cetera, too, both the electric and non-electric models.
Absolutely. No, we've got videos on the website, lots of interesting content on there, and obviously some links to our social media where folks can learn about not just about us, but some other folks that are using the product and how they're using cargo bikes to get around and as an alternative form of transportation.
And I don't know if you just want to touch on finally the challenges that Yuba faces in designing a bike that can not only carry you but also the cargo, the kids, etc. Because these aren't the typical bikes that you're going to see in Walmart, I suppose.
No, for sure. From a design perspective, again, we've got. I mean, this is all we do, and our designers work day in and day out to ensure that we have some of the safest product out there on the planet. And that goes down from the frame design to, as I mentioned earlier, to designs like the kickstand, the new Roots kickstand. And we also only use, we use premium parts on our bikes. We're proud to partner with brands like Bosch and Shimano and Magura for our hydraulic disc brakes. So all sorts of things that are designed to give the rider a lot more confidence from a safety perspective when they're out there riding, knowing that again we use premium parts. And our bikes are designed with safety in mind.
The website again is yubabikes.com, YUBA bikes.com. Justin Gottlieb, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks, Fred. Pleasure.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love Crane.